What's up, Metal Wani? This is Dallas here with Mikey from Cold Chamber. How the hell's it going, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just busy with the new record release coming out and preparing to go to Europe and all this other madness that happens in this lovely industry that I'm in.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you guys got just a few weeks left until your new album is released. It's obviously been a little while since you guys have released a record. So, I mean, what's going on now? Like, is there more anxiety because of that? What's different now?
Yeah. I mean, there's always anxiety with the weeks leading up to a record because one person expects this much and one person expects that much. The label thinks this and we've always been a band where obviously record sales matter, but we write the record that we want to write. Whatever we write is what comes out of us. No one tells us how to write anything, and so if it works, it doesn't. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We know we wrote exactly what we felt, and so far the reviews from the record have been insane, which is a little surprising to us because people used to like to bash us a lot as far as critical acclaim. So it just goes to show that over the years we've all grown and the songwriting's gotten a lot better, a lot more mature, and we're just having fun with it. So as far as the anxiety goes, yeah, there's a ton of it. And I just had a kid, so I'm just full of anxiety right now.
I mean, given the fact that it's been over a decade since you guys have released a record,
yeah.
How do you guys feel the game has changed since then? Especially with the advent of social media and obviously people pirating music and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a night and day difference. Like before a record was released, you would go to a record store and you would see your advanced copy of a record in a record store once or twice, and that would freak you out. You're like, who the hell put this in this record store? Now, if it gets leaked, it's everywhere around the world, and the second it does, that kills your record sales dramatically. But it's just something you have to deal with. The social media thing's it's a tool and it's not. I call it the equivalent of back in the day standing outside a club with a backpack on, passing out flyers to your next show. It's the same difference to me, except you reach more people. But people take advantage of technology, and people are lazy, and if they can steal a record rather than go out and get it, then a lot of people do. I come from the old school of wanting to go get a CD and looking at the artwork and reading the lyrics and all that. So there's still those people, but obviously there's a lot that don't. But you just have to go with the flow and figure out new ways to get out there.
For sure. So kind of getting back to sticking with this new record. Recently, you guys toured the States with Filter, Combichrist, and American Head Charge. Did you guys sneak a few of the new tracks into your guys' live sets?
Yeah, well, we had released 2 songs, IOU, Nothing, and Rivals, right before that tour. So we played those 2 songs. We didn't play more because, if we played a new song, someone's going to film it on their iPhone, put it all over the internet. People are going to think that's how the record sounds, through a shitty iPhone recording, and, it could hurt people actually giving the record a chance.
Yeah.
So, but the 2 new songs live were tremendous. People took them well. We did South America, and they were singing the words to the new songs. So it was it's just a surreal experience for sure.
Very sweet. So what was kind of the new inspiration for this record? Like any life events, just new material, or?
Well, I mean, I think anytime a musician writes, it's always about some kind of life event, and for me and Meeks always start the song. Me and him come up with the idea, then we'll send it to Des. Des will whisper some lyrics into his phone and send it back to us, so we kind of bounce off each other from there. Then Nadia comes in and does her parts. But when me and Meeks initially start the song, we're literally like beatboxing to each other ideas and tapping on the table, and then we go record it, and it kind of goes from there. But it's always going to be dark. It's always going to be aggressive. It's always going to have that full timber groove to it. So that's pretty much how we approached it from day one, and we really never changed our approach.
Sweet. Now, you guys worked with Al Jorgensen on this album, right?
Yeah, that was just another life-changing experience for me. I mean, I grew up on Ministry when I was in middle school and high school, and same with when Ozzy was on our stuff. They all kind of just happened, and to have your idols on your actual record is, I can't even put it into words how that feels. And to then hang out with these people and to them as if we're friends and have been friends for 20 years, is crazy. I used to go watch Ministry concerts when I was 13, 14 years old. So, it's just a huge honor for all of us, for sure. But, Hal's a crazy dude, and he laid it out on the record, and, I love the track. It fits so well.
For sure. So obviously, once Rivals drops, you guys are probably gonna tour pretty aggressively. What are your tour plans?
Well, we were gonna wait to tour, until after the record came out, and we get antsy. So that's why we did the U.S. with Filter and Combi and American Head Charge, and then we went to South America, and now the record's coming out. We're gonna be in Europe when the record comes out. We're doing 17 UK and Europe shows, which we're headlining, and Soil, The Defiled, and Dope are on those shows, and they're selling crazy. The London show's already sold out. So just to have the response after so many years and people still even interested in going to see us is an awesome thing. And then after that, we're talking about Australia and back in the States, and there's a lot of plans and a lot of moving parts that we're trying to have come together for this. But we want to play every day. We don't take days off. So
yeah, for sure. Any cities you're really looking forward to getting back to?
I like them all, man. Now that I'm a sober guy and I actually remember every city that I was in on tour. I like them all, man. All the shows are, one gets better, and the crowds have been insane. So obviously I love playing my hometown so I can see my family. But I'm looking forward to the London show. The fact that it's sold out already is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I've never been to Japan. I would love to do Japan. Australia is always fun. So, yeah, I'll play anywhere, man. I'll play a backyard.
Well, a large portion of our demographic is actually in India and like Southeast Asia. Any plans to hit that kind of area?
Yeah, I mean, there's always talks, but to get bands over there, there's the expense is outrageous.
Yeah.
And flying your crew and all that stuff and gear, and there's so many things that have to fall into place.
Okay.
So if the opportunity presented itself, we would definitely do it. If we don't get to wake up and pick and choose where we want to go most of the time. There's logistics involved, and you can't just go randomly play one city and then go home. With the level of band that we are, so you kind of have to map out perfectly which way you're going and all that, for expense reasons and logistically, it just has to kind of work itself out. A lot of tours are, if you looked at the dates, it looks like someone threw a dart at a map, and it's pretty much how it works. So, if we got the opportunity, of course we'd go. I would love to.
Now, hypothetically, if you could tour, or if you could visit any country in the world with any band or any lineup of your choosing, like let's say 2-3 bands to take with, who would you take with, and where would you go?
Well, I'm a big fan of Deftones. Big fan of System of a Down.
Yes.
System, Chavo and System is one of my good buddies that I've known since I was like 16 or 17, even before we were both in these bands. And they put on a killer show, and a lot of passion. And so I would like to play with them anywhere on the planet. So there's a ton of bands that are out there that I'm fans with. I like Seven Dust a lot. Those are really good guys, and we've toured with them a million times. And Deftones, like I said, and I don't really. I would like to play Hawaii. I've been to every state except Hawaii and Alaska. So maybe we'll do a Hawaii-Alaska tour. That'd be great.
Or just turn it into a cruise and hit Hawaii, then kind of cruise your way on up to Alaska.
I would love that. That would be amazing.
That sounds actually pretty awesome. Damn, that'd be a long cruise, though.
Yeah. It would go from really nice weather to really cold weather. It could be like System of a Cruise
wouldn't be too bad.
or something. Yeah. So, I just like playing, man. At the end of the day, I really don't care who we play with. I just like playing on stage with everyone in this band. And, we've been blessed to play with, countless names of people I grew up on, all the way, down to peers of ours. So I just like playing. So it's a big adrenaline rush for me.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess that kind of wraps it up for me. This is about that time where if you have any shout-outs, you want to say hi to Mom or kids back home or whoever.
I would shout out to my child, but he's only 16 months, so he's probably not going to hear it.
Well, when he gets older, he can look back at this and be like, "Ha! I was thinking of you."
Well, if that's the case, then I love him very much. He has changed my life.
Kids tend to do that.
Yeah. You kind of have no choice to get your shit together after you have a kid. You have no choice.
Yeah. Well, some people think there is a choice, but I'm definitely glad you're taking it that way.
Yeah. I've had a good run with the crazy lifestyle over the years, and it's just, I have too many friends, dying out on the road and all that stuff. I had to make a dramatic change in my life, and everything's been amazing ever since that change happened. So I have no complaints.
For sure. So I guess that wraps it up. I seriously appreciate your time, man. Like, thank you for.
Oh, thank you. So.